Hey everybody, it's Sam here for CraftStash. Thank you for watching today. So this video kickstarts the CraftStash and Family Christmas YouTube hop. We've all got together and we've created a festive make to share with you all. So what you need to do if you've never done a hop before is below this video will be a list of all of the other channels that are taking part. Start at the top with me here and you'll see the arrow pointing to that link. And then if you just click on the one below, it will take you to the next video. It's really easy, and there's also a chance to win a £25 CraftStash voucher. And all you need to do is make sure you like, subscribe and comment on every channel to have a chance of winning the voucher. So share the festive love. Maybe you'll find some channels that you've never seen before. Like I said, they've made some really lovely projects and I've really enjoyed taking part this year. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this pop-up card using Creative Craft products. So let's get started. So I'm using the Merry Christmas Inside Out sentiment along with the winter elements. I've said it before, but I absolutely love this wreath. And the other Inside Out ones here that you get as well is happy birthday, congratulations and best wishes. And I just keep mine on the plate. So that's all of them. And that's where I have the Merry Christmas. So this is the one we're using today. I might use some of the die cut elements there as well. So I've got myself, this is my card blank. This is the outside of the card. This is 9 1/8 by 6 inches. Along the 9 1/8 side, you want to score at 6 inches. Okay. You'll then want this piece, which is what we're going to cut the pop out onto. And this is 9 by 5 3/4. Ignore these two score lines for the moment. All you want to score at this point is at 7 inches. Okay. Next, you want to take your inside out die here, and there will be 2 score lines either side here, and then cut lines at these ends and all of the wording as well. The bottom score line, you want to line up with that 7-inch score line that I've just given you, and this die will fit perfectly in this section here. And just pop that there, and I'll pop another bit just there. I'm just going to run that through my machine. It will go through a standard machine. Okay, just check on the back that it's all cut, which I think that one has, and then just carefully take the die off like so, and then just pop out all of the pieces. Okay, and then with any loose little bits you've got at the end, just carefully snip those away like so, and then along this side here, take that away. What you can also do is I might just bring that side in just so it lines up with the bits there. Like so. So that's all lined up nicely. And then grab your scoreboard again and just go over the score line. So you'll have your original 7-inch score line. So I'm just going to go back over that. So that will be the bottom of the die. And then you should find your other score line. The one above the writing here is at 5. And then you also want to add a score line at 4 inches. Okay. You then want to fold them so you have a valley, mountain and a valley fold. So you should have something like this shape here. And that is going to sit inside my card blank. So just fold that one. And it will sit. We'll line up the top shortly. I want to do some stamping first on this piece before I stick it in, and then we'll add the acetate onto the front. You'll see you get that really sweet little pop-up. If you're not going to be stamping, maybe you die cut this into some pattern paper, then you can stick that right in as I showed you. But I want to take the wreath. I thought it would look really nice having the wreath kind of in the center there, so that when the card's closed you see that with the sentiment below, and then when it's open you'll still be able to see it. So I'm going to bring that up so it's kind of centered there. And then what I thought is kind of creating like a little bit of a garland. You've got your little stock in there, and I thought that could hang quite nicely. And I'll just draw some string, maybe attaching it. So I stamped and embossed my images with silver embossing powder, and I've just coloured them using the Spectrum Noir Tri-Blends. And then I'm just going to do it from this side. I've got a silver glitter pen here. I'll just do it in stages just to create that kind of garland. And then I'm just going to have it going into the wreath and then coming out the other side. Yeah, just subtle. I think that looks quite sweet. And now I'm going to stick that into the back here. So you're adding your glue just to this portion here. And then you just want to line that up with the top of the card so you've got a nice even border, and just give that a minute to dry. So that's now secure and it's nice and straight again. And then you're going to fold this one up, fold that one over, and you're going to add your glue all onto this side. And then bring this up to the end and just line it up just like you did with this end. So you've got a nice border. And what you can also do is close the card flat, and you'll see it will all sit in place. Okay, and then when you open it up, you've got your pop-up, and it should stand up. Now if you want to trim that, I think I will actually, that's a bit thicker, that border. So I'm just going to pop this in my trimmer and take that down. There we go. So the acetate is optional. You don't have to add it if you want to just keep it like it is, and it will, you know, you can position it to stand up there. You might have to lean it against something, but the acetate is now going to balance out the weight and bring that down to the front. So I've got my acetate here. I've got a piece of, I think it was it was 5 7/8 by 6. So I'm going to bring up, and you want the 6-inch to be the width here, so that will match up perfectly. And then the 5 7/8, you see here I've got a little gap. That's what you want. So line up the top so it's nice and flush, and you're going to stick that portion there. And then I've got this piece which is going to stick over the top, so we still have that lovely scene. I need to give my acetate a good clean. You can still see all of that, and then we're going to add the sentiment on the front. So I'm going to use my red tape and just run that along the front of this section. So again, I'm just going to line the acetate up with the top of the card first, and then lay the acetate down. Give that a good burnish. It's nice and secure. Okay, and then you want to take this piece, which is 3 inches by 6, and you want to line it up with the front, with the top part here. And then bring that down like so. So now the acetate is all concealed in between those layers. And then if you flip it over, if you've got any overhang, it's always better to have it a little bit longer. You can just take your scissors and just cut from the back there to get that nice and straight, like so. And then I'm just going to give my acetate a good clean. I just use rubbing alcohol, it's also known as surgical spirit, and I just spritz it onto some paper towel. Grab another piece, open it up, and then just give it a good clean. So I've added this piece to the front. This is 5 3/4 by 2 3/4, and then inside I've added these mats and layers here as well. So the pink piece is 5 1/2 by 3/4, and then the striped one is 5 1/4 by 1/2, and that stripy paper matched perfectly, and it's from this older Daisy May pad, which some of you may have, and it was this one here. And then I thought for the sentiment on the front, I've heat embossed Have a Tremendous Day from that stamp set on the same pink card, but in white this time, because I think that really pops. And I'm going to have it in the corner, but I'm going to add a curve shape. Now if you want, you could use a die, which I'm now thinking probably will be better and neater. So I'm going to use the scalloped oval dies by Creative Craft Product, and I'm just going to find one. I don't want it to cut this left corner, just want it to cut across, maybe like that. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Okay, so now we've got our little corner sentiment there for the front. So that's the finished card. Have a tremendous day, and then you open it, you've got that lovely pop up there. Space to write your message, or if you would like, you could write your message on the back there and do some more decoration here. But the weight of that now on the front just holds the card open really nicely. So I hope you've enjoyed this pop-up card from me today. Like I said at the beginning, do follow the other links in the description box below, which will take you to all of the other channels who are taking part in this year's CraftStash Christmas Hop. There's some wonderful projects that have been made, so please go over, share the love. Like I said, like, comment, and make sure you subscribe to those channels, and then you've got a chance of winning a £25 CraftStash voucher. We will announce all of the winners over on the CraftStash page, and I'm sure there will be a shout out on this channel here as well. So once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Take care.